Day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day. Listen.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day, play by play. Day by day. Listen.
I'd like to introduce.
Listen to the day by day.
One. Can you hear me now? 1 2 1 2. Should be good now. Can you hear me now? I appreciate that too, because I would have went the whole show. Can you hear me now? 1 2 1 2. Yeah, he does. Let me know if you can hear me now. Let's see. We should be good. Let's see. Bet we in the building, man. Let's get it, man. Like I said, let's rewind it a little bit. We had hey, chill out. I will put you out my goddamn room. Chill out. Let's start from the beginning. All right, so listen, man. Welcome to Dai At Night on this beautiful MLK Jr. Day. They say you got to say the Junior. They say it's disrespectful just to say that. That's like when people say like it's disrespectful to say dreads. Now you can't even say dreads, dreadlocks. I'm not saying dreads because they're dreadful. No, I'm saying dreads because dreads is short for dreadlocks. We grew up calling dreads because that means dreadlocks. And I was like, oh, you can't say dreads because that's negative and it means dreadful. Markel Production Co. My dog, I appreciate you, bro. They say you can't say dreads now. So like MLK, I mean, I don't have no problem with saying junior, but anyway, MLK Junior Day, College Football National Championship night, and you're tuning in here with me a day at night. I truly thank you for that first and foremost. Whether you're on YouTube, well, that's it. We're just on YouTube. We're not on Twitch no more. We're not on IG no more. We're just pumping this through YouTube, man. I'm not playing games. Everything else is for the hibbity jibbity. YouTube is the creme de la creme, so we're only going live on YouTube now. But I want to mention something. And Kels, I'm so happy that you're here right now. I want to get your take on this especially. So I was on Instagram. So what I'm starting to do before I do Day at Night is go on Instagram about 20, 30 minutes before the show starts and call it the pregame, right? My community, I don't like to say fans, my community followers, they're called the Day Party. This live stream is called Day at Night. My IG live before this is called the pregame. See how that all coexists? But anyway, I'm on IG, right? And I don't know what it's been. Like this week especially, I done seen like 3 different girls post engagement photos. And it had me thinking. I was like, should I unfollow her? Because it had me thinking. Remember, like, I think a couple years ago especially, anytime we saw a chick like post her dude or post something, we unfollowed, right? Especially like a girl can post her boyfriend and it gets, say a chick that she's a not influencer, but she has a following on Instagram and she, you know, she posts her workouts or whatever she does, she posts. That thing may get tens of thousands of likes every single time. The second she posts her dude, oh, it's getting about 20 likes. She's getting about 2,000 unfollows, like all that shit. So it really had me thinking, like, okay, all these engagement photos, should I be like, that's what's up and stay following, or should I unfollow? And now I'm not saying for every chick, but for most of the chicks that, especially ones that I don't know on Instagram, I usually follow them. I like looking at beautiful women. So I'm like, okay, I like, you know what I'm saying, checking out the nice joints. That's my thing. But I've been seeing a lot of engagement photos lately on chicks' joints. So I'm like, should I unfollow? So what it made me think was, when is it appropriate? When is it right for you to unfollow a chick on Instagram? So I came up with a list.
Sensational.
So here's the different levels to unfollowing a chick on Instagram. When you should unfollow a chick on Instagram and when it's cool not to. All right. Starting with the first one, the most obvious, when she posts her dude. And I want y'all opinions on this. Everything I lay down, everything I say, when do y'all unfollow a chick? Like, what does a chick have to post for you to unfollow her? He said, I unfollow pregnant chicks. I'm so happy you said that, because we're going to get to that.
Sensational.
All right, so here's my tiers. Here's my levels to it. Boyfriend. If a chick posts her boyfriend, honestly, you should look at that as a good thing. And here's why I say it. Relationships lose about half of the life expectancy when it goes to social media, when it's like a new one that goes to social media. Think about it. What relationship have you seen where they're in a relationship, everything's cool, they go to social media and it gets better? No, it gets worse. They just signed their death slip. So when a chick posts her boyfriend on Instagram, I don't unfollow. If anything, I'm like, oh, bet they just sped up the process for them to cut the ties. And then sooner than later, it's going to go from boyfriend to focused on me, toxic energy. I'm not dealing with toxic energy in 2026. You'd be like, bingo, I got action. And you slide. And you good. So when the boyfriend posts come around, I don't unfollow that shit. No, absolutely not. It's a boyfriend. And either way, even if she got a dude, man, listen. Not only that, I'm not going to say, yeah, I'll say it a lot of times. Fuck it, this Day at Night. A lot of times, if she posts her dude on the socials, she may be like, all right, fuck it, I'm tired of hiding him. Or he may be pressing her, yo, why you keep hiding me? She be like, fuck it, I'm gonna stop hiding him. And it's either someone that she tricking on or ain't geeked about. So even if they do stay together, she might creep out anyway. Now, I don't condone that. I don't mess with chicks that have full-blown relationships anymore. Not as often, I should say, but still. When she posts her boyfriend, that means that life expectancy just got cut in half. All right, let's see what y'all talk about in these comments, man. I know y'all got some good stuff. I unfollow when I get left on red. Eyes purple, crying. Get left on red? Yeah, man. Know your worth. Know your worth. If you get left on red, and there's no knock to the chick. If you get left on red or she hit you up the next day, like, oh, I'm sorry. Nah, I don't go by that. Ain't no chick gonna go a whole 24 hours without being by her phone. Absolutely not. I'm with you with that, Alex. Shorty posting another bull next week. See what I'm saying? Yo, it's really some joints like that are habitual boyfriend posters. That's why I don't trip off that. I'm like, I know I ain't gonna never be posted. That ain't my steez anyway. I'ma just, you know what I mean?
Sensational.
Old dude want to get posted? Cool, go for it. I remember the last time I got posted on a chick joint was when I was messing with another chick. This was high school. I was messing with another chick and I was this close. I was this close.
Close the doors.
I was this close. I was this close to doing, you know what?
Got the draws.
That close. But then my side joint posted me. So ever since then, I've been sharp. I don't play that shit. She definitely posting another bull next week. I feel you. Once they start posting their kids, I'm out. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, let's talk about it. Posting kids. I'm not out if she posts kids. I mean, at this point, I'm 31 years old. Majority of the joints I know have kids. That's no big deal. And majority of them ain't with the baby fathers. So I'm not tripping off that. And I mean, quiet as kept. Oh man, quiet as kept. Quiet as kept the single moms. So no, ain't no kids gonna stop me. But anyway, moving on. I'm about to do my unfollowing tonight. Yeah, honestly, every day I try to unfollow at least 1 to 3 people every day. So I feel you on that. Any more to not that often? Yeah. I mean, crazy because I got a shorty like that. Posted her boyfriend today and called me twice a day.
She belongs to the streets.
See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It don't matter. It don't matter. Think about it. When a chick that's really in the streets, I'm talking about a chick that's in the streets, that's for the streets. When she posts her dude, do you really think that's the dude she's geeked over? Do you really think that's the dude that's pulling up in a pair of Crocs or Nike slides? No. Do you think that's the dude that really knock a hole in her drawers?
Sensational.
No. And I'm talking about joints for the streets. I'm not talking about wholesome chicks. Because wholesome chicks are somewhere being a wholesome chick. And I got mad respect for them. I'm talking about the ones that I've encountered, that I've come across, and the ones that I see. That's what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about my environment. Good joints, of course, it'll move like that. I applaud good joints that post their dudes, and it's a good, wholesome relationship. And even if they had kids and it's a family, I applaud that. Seriously. I applaud that. I just, rarely see that. But I know a couple. But anyway, what did I leave off with? What did we cover so far? We covered boyfriends and kids. Okay, what's next? Pregnant. So Kel said when he sees what didn't you say you unfollow a pregnant joint? I unfollow pregnant chicks. Here's the thing with pregnant joints. I don't unfollow pregnant joints neither. Here's why. Usually when that first pregnancy post gets posted, it's like 50-50 as far as if the dad is going to be in the picture or not, right? But usually it's something that lets you know who the dad is or that the dad is around. About 6 months into that pregnancy, I did the studies, y'all. 6 months into the pregnancy, the dad is gone. I say about 75% of the time.
Close the doors.
I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying what it is. That's it. So my thing on unfollowing pregnant chicks is all you got to do is, okay, say she's 6 months pregnant and there's no more pictures of the dad and she starts posting memes about, being a single mom before the baby even gets there, all that shit, right? Cool. Okay, she's 6 months pregnant. Okay, you got to wait 3 months for the kid to get there. Okay, she going to be crazy busy with the kid for the next, let's say 4 months, but then daycare after a year. So that's a year. And that's 15 months. I mean, if you with the long game, if you with the long wait game, that's only 15 months. You got to wait it out. Unless, 3 months after she dropped the kid, y'all knocking boots. And that's only what? 5 months? That's a 5 month wait. That's That's a 5-month wait. I don't follow pregnant joints. Nah. And I'm not saying I've ever done this with a pregnant joint that posted pregnant pics. Again, I'm just saying. Let's move on. All right. So we got boyfriend, we got kids, and we got pregnant. Last but not least, engaged. I unfollow engaged joints.
Close the doors.
That's where I draw the line. I unfollow engaged joints. If you I'm talking about a joint that like we follow each other. I find her attractive, whether I hit it or not, whether I messed with her or not. If she posts engagement joints, I'm out.
Close the doors.
I don't mess with married women. I don't mess with engaged women. Well, that's not the same thing, but still, I you know what I'm saying? I done seen too much bad karma in these 31 years of living, whether it be to myself or others, to where I don't need that on my plate. I don't. Now, have I ever technically slept with a married woman before? I might be talking too much. They were technically married, but they were split. And low key, I was the reason they even got married. I lie to you not. True story. I was the reason they got married. And they split. They were both messing around with other people. So I told her,
close the doors.
All right, I'm talking way too much. But there you go. Levels to unfollowing a chick on Instagram. Boyfriend, I'm still following. Posting pics and videos of her kids, I'm definitely following. Matter of fact, I might be more intrigued to follow.
You some freaky ass nigga.
Didn't mean to press that, but it still matches. Pregnant. I'm not unfollowing a pregnant joint. Engaged. I'm moving on. I'm unfollowing you if you're engaged.
Close the doors.
There you go. That's day by day's levels to unfollowing a chick on Instagram. All right, let's see what we got in the comments. Middle school sweetheart got married last week. Still a freak on Snapchat. It's nasty.
She belongs to the streets.
It's nasty. So there you go. Yo, I heard. So I don't have Snapchat anymore. I remember like years ago when Snapchat made like a big update that threw a lot of people off, including me. So I unfollowed them. But I've been hearing Snapchat is dirty.
Freaks come out at night. What? Freaks come out at night.
I heard all the freaks on Snapchat. And it makes sense because you see if anyone screen records or Snapchat screenshots your shit. So like, and shit disappears. Like, I heard it's been going down on Snapchat.
Freaks come out at night. What? Freaks come out at night.
But I got enough issues and time-consuming shit in my life. I don't need to go down that rabbit hole. So I'm going to leave y'all to it. I'm going to leave Alex's Snapchat and just take y'all word from it. All right. Like I said, right now, the national championship is happening. I don't even know the score. I'm locked in right here. I'm locked in with y'all. I'm locked in with the day party. If you're tuning in right now, I truly, truly appreciate y'all. Seriously. Because there's so many other things you be doing on this Monday night. And there's 6 people right now. Like, that's everything to me. That's everything. So appreciate y'all for tuning in. We live in this bitch, man. My prediction for the national championship, again, I don't know what's going on. I think it's going to be a close game, or it might not be close. Indiana's going to win the game. I get that Miami, they proved a lot of teams wrong. They done won like, 7, 8, 9 straight games. I get all that. But Indiana is a team that could beat the New York Jets if they were to play today. Like, that's a complete college football team. There's no weakness, and they have depth. They have depth across the board. And I really like their cornerback, number 5. He's a thudder. Pause. But yeah, I got Indiana. Let me know who y'all got in the comment section. Indiana, Miami. Again, I don't even know the score, but I'm going with Indiana all the way. Let me know who y'all got in the comment section between Miami and Indiana. Shout out to Michael Irvin, because I know he's hype. I know Ray Lewis is hype. I know that whole U alum is hype, but they not messing with IU. They're just on another level, bro. But dang, you're the alpha omega. You're the alpha omega of that marriage. You set it up and later caused the demise. I didn't see. That's the thing. I did not cause the demise. I set it up because I'll tell y'all. I'm the reason they even got married, because old girl is not even a freak. Nympho. Like, you ever see Black Snake Moan? Like, that's her. So when we first met in like 2016, 2017, some shit like that, like we used to get it in or whatever. Cool. Like we matched each other freakiness. And I'm not gonna put that out there, but and she got with a dude that was able to and willing to provide for her, but he didn't itch her scratch in the bedroom. So I just like, yo, you're gonna have to pull it out of him. Like you're used to, you know what I'm saying, you're used to someone that can match that level with you, but you're gonna have to pull it out of him. Y'all have to have a real convo. Like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of like she wanted to end it. I'm like, I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to stay or go, but I'm just saying, like, sometimes in life that happens where people don't have the same sexual chemistry at first, but you have to talk, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to really have a deep convo. So she did. Next thing I know, they're married. Next thing I know, they had a kid. I was like,
sensational.
Good for them. And then, you know, down the line, you know, they split up and shit and were messing with other people. And, you know, we linked one night and we're just talking about it. And, you know, so I didn't cause the demise. And this is all allegedly. I could be completely lying. Like, seriously, this could be some shit that I saw on Maury on social media and thought was a good story to tell for my own. This is all allegedly, by the way. This is all allegedly. Yeah, you're right. I'm tripping. Anyway, L Cool J, you get me in trouble, man. All right. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's talk about we just talked about the National College Championship. Real quick, I want to talk about the NFL playoffs. We have our Final Four. Let me know who y'all got going to the Super Bowl and who y'all got winning. The Rams, they look very good. I mean, both Rams and Seahawks look good. I've always said the Rams, going back to the beginning of the season, I said the Rams were my biggest concern for the NFC, and they proved me right. They're going to the NFC Championship, so I'm going to stick with it. I got the Rams going to the Super Bowl against the Pats. I think that's going to be a, good game. Rematch of Brady's first Super Bowl win against the Rams back in 2000, 2001. So I think that's going to be a really good game. But that's my prediction as far as who's going. The Pats and the Rams. As far as winning, I'm sticking with the Rams. I think Rams are going to be Super Bowl champs again. I think Matt Stafford is going to carve his name into the Hall of Fame, and he's going to solidify himself as the top 2 quarterbacks in the NFL today with him and Mahomes. You're a good guy. I know I am. I appreciate that. Give me the Rams. Yeah, I like the Rams. Are you placing any bets? Nah. So I deleted FanDuel a couple months ago. It was just running my life, man. Even like if I just placed like $5 on a game, I could not think about the game. Like, it was fucking me up. Like, and then I lost some money, won some money, lost a lot of money, won a lot of money. After my last big win, I was like, I'm going home. I'm leaving the casino and going home with my win. So nah, I don't bet no more. I don't gamble. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't gamble, because if I go to Vegas, then I'm definitely playing blackjack. But yeah, so that's my prediction, man. Now, Broncos has an amazing defense, and I might have said the Broncos over the Pats if Bo Nix didn't get injured. If you don't know, Bo Nix, he broke his ankle and he's going to miss the rest of the playoffs. He's done. So it had me thinking like, wow, this is a very reminiscent scenario of 2017, 2018, when the Eagles had Carson Wentz as their starting quarterback, who was MVP caliber, had an MVP caliber season, towards ACL 2 games before the playoffs started. Nick Foles had to step in and he won a Super Bowl. And I know Nick Foles, I think he actually reached out as well. Yeah. So he actually, had a note for Broncos fans kind of saying, with a similar scenario, saying, note to Broncos and their fans. I know it has been an emotional 24 hours. I feel for Bo and the team, and I'm sending prayers for a strong recovery. A positive note going into the game versus the Patriots is that they struggle against backup QBs in championship type games. Damn, I didn't know he said that. Hey, see, that's why I fuck with Nick Foles, bro. That's why Eagles Nation calls Nick Foles BDN. The N stands for Nick, the B stands for big. I'll let you fill in the blank. Pause. But for real, because he just said The Patriots struggle against backups in championship type games. That's hard. He said that because he beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl. That's hard. But here's the thing. The Broncos ain't the Eagles, and I don't even know the backup's name. The backup ain't Nick Foles. I mean, let's be real. The backup that's filling in for Bo Nix, I think he only has like 3 touchdowns in his career. His stats are very unimpressive for the games that he has played in his career. He's no Nick Foles. Before Nick Foles was a backup, he threw 7 touchdowns in one game against the Raiders and tied an NFL record. Like, come on now. Nah. I get Nick Foles. I get what he's doing. I get what he's trying to do. That's what's up. Cool. But the dude ain't Nick Foles. That was the Lombardo. That Nick Foles said. That was the Lombardo. But dude ain't Nick Foles. But yeah, so that's my take. All right. So a lot of people disappointed Josh Allen ain't in it. And a lot of people disappointed Josh Allen is not in it, which seems to happen every year. Let me say this. Why every year when Josh Allen loses in the playoffs, it's like the whole world babies and coddles him. Have y'all realized that? Every year he loses, the whole world feels sorry for him. They play clips of him, what he looks like once the game-winning field goal goes in, and they start playing sad music. They don't do that shit for Lamar. They never do that shit for Lamar. Or Jalen. Yeah, we use them both. Why when we lost to the Niners, it wasn't a whole bunch of sentimental ass posts going around with violin music playing? Why was that only for, this happens every year. Am I tripping? Y'all let me know. Am I tripping? Every year the Bills lose in the playoffs, it's like the whole world just feels so sorry for Josh Allen. I don't feel sorry for shit. The only time I felt sorry for Josh Allen was when the Chiefs had 13, 15 seconds left and got a field goal. Because, I mean, that was terrible by the defense. That was the only time I was like, damn, they let him down. Other than that, I don't feel sorry for Josh Allen. He didn't win the game. He didn't win. You played to win the game. He didn't win the game. Okay, move on. No Mahomes, no Joe Burrow, no Lamar. And you can't get there? You can't get past Bo Nix and Drake May? I mean, you got past Trevor Lawrence, who I think is overrated. You can't get past Bo Nix? I don't feel sorry for him. They don't be playing that same type of music for Jalen Hurts and Lamar Jackson. Or Matt Stafford. It ain't just a black and white thing, but you know, it's a difference when it comes to that. But anyway, like I was saying, but I will say this about that game. Even though I don't feel sorry for Josh Allen, I will say this, that these officials have to be investigated. I mean, these officials are bad, like blatantly bad. And the biggest screw up that they had in this game was this one right here, when they called this a no catch. Now, I just talked all that shit about Josh Allen, but this was a huge moment in the game. So for those who don't know or didn't watch, this is Brandon Cooks catching the ball for the Bills, right? He catches the ball, he goes down, the defensive back snatches it from him while he's on the ground, and they ruled it an interception. Okay, that's a catch. He has the ball, he's on the ground, that's a catch. He's down by contact. Not only that, I want anyone who's played football in the chat to answer me this question. Since we played Little League football, but especially once we got to high school, we learned this rule. In a 50-50 ball, who does the possession go to? This is literally in the NFL rules, Article 15, either 0.2 or 0.3, either 15.2 or 15.3. In a 50-50 catch situation, meaning the offense, the receiver has it and the defensive back has it, and they're fighting for it. Any 50-50 situation, the ball goes to the offense. That is in the rules. That has always been the case since I've been little and since been in high school. He falls and then the dude snatches it from him and the referees said that's an interception. That's terrible. He has it, boom, he's down. He hits the ground. Now the dude is starting to take it from him. That sounded crazy. After he hit the ground. Okay, cool. Anyone with football knowledge knows that this is a catch. And the fact that he's down, bro, and the fact that 4 officials couldn't, and look, his body even jerked because he snatched it from him after he's on the ground. Look at his body jerk. Boom. After he's on the ground. That's a catch. That's 100% a catch. These officials are terrible. I don't know if he got hurt. I didn't watch the game, but he looked like he got hurt afterwards. But I heard he got up, so I don't know if he got hurt. These officials are terrible, bro. I mean, this was blatant, and this was a pivotal moment. Bills Mafia ain't pay enough. Yeah, bro. And see, here's the thing. My grandmother used to always say that the NFL is rigged, always. But once FanDuel and DraftKings, once these sports betting companies got sponsored and endorsed by the NFL and NBA, it made me raise an eyebrow. I'm not going to lie. But my grandmother always said that's when you could really tell that it's rigged, because it's literally sponsored and endorsed by these sports betting companies. I'm not going to lie. I used to kind of push it off at first when she said that, but it's starting to make sense more and more. I mean, these officials are disgustingly bad in pivotal situations for these games. Like, this was big. This was big. Yeah, that was a catch. 1, you have possession of the ball, and 2, your knees touch the ground. Not only that, okay, 1, he has possession. 2, he touches the ground. 3, he gets touched by the defender when he touched the ground. 4, any 50-50 ball goes to the offense. Every time. Every time. Yeah, so my grandmother, I'm not gonna lie, she's always been big on that. Always. And this was a case in point. So not only that, this recently came out as well. This came out as well. So there was a touchback spot error in the Rams versus Panthers wildcard game. I'll read this for you if you can't see it. An error in last weekend's wildcard playoff game between the Los Angeles Rams and Carolina Panthers seemingly went unnoticed, not only by the officiating crew, but also by both teams in real life. On the kickoff to start the second half, when the Panthers kicked to the Rams, the ball was placed at the 40-yard line rather than the rule-mandated 35. So the ball goes to the 35 on touchbacks, but the refs put it at the 40. The ball landed a few yards in the end zone. Oh, I'm sorry. I already read that. There was not a prior penalty against the Rams that would have moved the spot for the kick out. The Rams went 3 and out. The Panthers scored a field goal, and the subsequent possession to tie the score 17-17. The Rams ended up winning 34-31. So they came out afterwards and said they messed up. They made a mistake, right? I don't know. It's just a lot going on with these officials. I mean, they've never been perfect, but now it seems like they've gotten worse. Seems like they've gotten worse with some of these calls. And not just this season, last season as well. Some people win bets, some lose. It's always 50-50. But that doesn't mean, well, do you think that it has anything to do with some of these officiating? Still a better chance to win the lottery, though. Yeah. And sometimes a better chance to hit a stock market, to hit a stock. And Alex, you know about that. You live in both worlds. Let me know, is between investing in stocks and sports betting, what's the correlation with that? I'm curious. And what's the difference? But anyway, here's what I want to do, man. Like I said, my grandmother was the first person to put the bug in my ear that these officials are controlling the game, especially since FanDuel and DraftKings got in the mix. So what I want to do is I want to call her. I want to get her take on it. She shouldn't be doing anything. Let's see. It's my grandmother.
Hello.
Hey, mama.
Hey there.
Hey, what you up to?
Not too much. What you up to?
Nothing. Doing a little something with some video
Oh.
shooting and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to talk to you about something.
Okay.
So I don't know if you saw, but in the Bills and Broncos game, it was a call by the refs that was very bad, where the guy caught the ball and the defensive guy took it away from him, but it should have been a catch. But they gave it to the defense. They gave it to the Broncos, which helped them win. And a lot of people were talking about it.
I did see that. He took it from. Okay. The Bills caught it,
Mm-hmm.
and the Bronco guy took it from the defense. Took it. I saw that.
He took it
Took it
after
right out of his hand after the guy had caught it,
exactly, and they gave
Right.
it to the Broncos.
and they gave it to the Broncos.
So you were the first one to tell me, like, your thoughts on these officials and how Well, you always said it was rigged, but you said how, like, especially with, well, I just want you to break it down. Do you think that these sports betting companies have anything to do with this bad officiating? Because the officiating has been very bad lately.
Of course. And I think they had something to do with the whole thing now because you see all the, well, I mean, not they, it's not like they should win all the time, the same ones,
Mm-hmm.
but all of them are out. You notice?
Well, all the good
And
teams?
all the teams that always would win, the winners, all of them are out now.
Mm-hmm.
Bills are gone. And they were singing the sad songs about Josh.
That's why you're my grandmother. I literally said the same thing. They don't do that for Lamar. They don't do that for
Right.
Jalen.
Right.
Anytime Josh Allen loses in the playoffs, they play sad music.
That's right. That's right. And he got all emotional up there crying and stuff. But that ain't on there. The set off is still in. The fix is still in.
The fix is still in?
Yeah. You know who they want to win, don't you?
Oh, the Patriots.
Patriots.
Yeah.
Right. They want them to win.
So,
Because all of a sudden, Bo Nix done broke his ankle. So they got some rambling person. I don't know who it is. Random person. Quarterback for the Broncos.
yeah, I don't even know his name. I think it's Tyler something. I've never heard of him before.
I don't know. They say, whoever it is. They say he played one time before. They don't know where they got him from.
Well, let me ask you this. Do you think that Bo Nix really broke his ankle?
Nope.
Really?
He was on. I don't. First it said sprain, just a little sprain. He went on the side. He was on the side. Even one of the announcers, the lady, of course. Oh, he was on the side. And I knew there was something wrong with him because he kept grunting and acting like it was really hurting. And this fat. She said, then all of a sudden I heard they came out and said announced that he broke his ankle. How in the world did he walk off the field?
Yeah,
Nobody noticed, and he walking on the side on this broken ankle.
my friend said that he was celebrating in the locker room and then all of a sudden broke his ankle. The fix is in, huh?
The fix is still in. That means the Broncos gonna lose now. So who they playing? Who they playing?
The
Broncos.
Broncos playing Patriots. So
Patriots.
whoever wins that goes to the Super Bowl.
Go to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
So it's gonna be the Patriots, and the other teams who are playing is
The Rams and the Seahawks.
and the Seahawks.
Yep.
I don't know who's favorite. I think the Seahawks are the favorite on those two.
Rams are favored to win as of now.
As of now, it's the Rams.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what do you think is you said because the Patriots to win, but like, what do you think should be done as far as, if anything will be done, do you think, as far as these officials that have become very bad as of recently, especially once sports betting got into the mix?
Right. Well, I think they should fire them all and hire all new ones.
Start from scratch with all the officials?
I think they should start. They look like they started scratch from everybody.
Right.
They done fired Buffalo's coach.
Yep.
They fired him.
I think
So
it's
they
like
fired all the
eight
coaches.
coaches now.
They fired all the coaches.
Mm.
And I think I really think they need to clean it up. I think they need to fire all them officials. Just fire them.
Start from
If
scratch.
they can fire the coaches, how come they can't fire them?
Wow, that's
But they-
actually a great point.
Because they can get these ones they got now do whatever they want to do.
And they don't get no penalties. Sometimes they'll be like they won't officiate a certain like game anymore or something like that,
Right.
but they never get like penalized or fined or invested into.
Absolutely.
These athletes, anytime like they take it light, they be like, oh, they're getting invested into for shaving points. Officials have a way bigger impact on the results of games. I think officials and kickers have a way bigger impact on games than every other player.
They do. They do. So I really think something like that is controversy. I think that's just fine. Give it up.
Just start from scratch.
Yeah. they started from scratch from everything now.
Yeah.
But it seems like ever since that betting stuff came in, It's been, questionable. All these games now. And it's just took something out of it.
Yeah.
It has taken something out of it. It's just not like it used to be.
Nah, it's not. So what do you
And
go ahead?
yeah, and the way it's set up now, somebody is gonna lose a lot of money or win a lot of money.
Mm.
Those bookies or whoever is that running this mess, this scheming mess.
Yeah.
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 It's all on the books.
It's a mess. It's a mess. It's a fix. But listen, Mama, I'm gonna be honest with you. You're on my live stream right now. You're
Are you
yeah, and the comments they really like what you're saying.
get out of here?
Yeah, you're on my live stream, and I was talking about it. I was talking about the catch, and I was like, a lot of people are saying it's rigged, and I was like, you know what? Let me talk to the first person. You're the first person I know of because you've been saying it for years.
Oh yeah.
That it's rigged. So I was like, let me give her a call.
Even when Brady was playing, it was rigged then.
Mm-hmm. And literally, as we said this, hold on, let me look at this. Okay, so the Indiana-Miami game, the national championship, the starting quarterback just got blasted, and I think this should be targeting. Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's targeting, and the caption says missed targeting question mark. It says Indiana QB. Oh yeah, that's definitely targeting. Just got bloodied after taking a hit to the head from a Miami defender,
Wow.
but no flag was thrown.
What?
As we're talking about it.
Get out of here.
As we're talking about it. And I mean, the official looks right at the quarterback. So, but if that was Mahomes, oh man, that defender would have got arrested and everything.
Oh yeah, they were taking him out of there and put him on jail.
Yep. Well, listen, Mama, I appreciate your input on everything.
Okay, no problem.
I'm gonna talk to you later. All right.
I'll talk to you.
All right.
Right.
Bye.
Take care. Bye bye.
There you go. Facts. Ain't no in between. Either you win a lot or lose a lot. Dang. Yeah, literally. As me and my grandmother were talking about that, because I get notifications from ESPN, missed targeting, Indiana QB. Yeah, and I just saw the play too. That was bad because the dude, not only was it helmet to helmet, he got up under his shit and like his mouth is bloody. But they're in Miami, so hey. But anyway, that was good talk. That was good talk. One more thing I want to talk about since we're talking about sports. And I alluded that I was going to talk about this on the IG Live. Tony Romo is one of the worst fucking commentators I've ever seen. Like, this dude is just god awful. Here's why I say Tony Romo is bad. When Tony Romo first, and let me know in the comment section what y'all think. Do y'all like Tony Romo? Do y'all dislike him? Do y'all not really care? Let me know what y'all think. Here's my take. When Tony Romo first started out commentating, he was decent and he was new and he brought something that people have rarely seen that much. I mean, commentators would try and do it, but it seemed like he always would call plays before it happened. And it was exciting. It was like, oh, cool. He's calling out plays before it happens. And he's like, right, like 70% of the time. That's impressive. It's like year 4 or whatever the fuck it is now. We're tired of this shit. It's like every play, all he wants to do is try to prove that he knows what the offense is about to run. And now it's at like 50-50. He don't even be getting it right like he used to. And then every time he's wrong, he'll try to guess the play. And anytime he's wrong, he'll be like, oh yeah, I would have, yeah, because they went to an under front. So yeah, that makes sense. Shut the fuck up. I'm tired of Romo. It's like, just commentate the game. Be like, oh, Jim, Jim. I don't even know what Jim look or sound like because he talks so much. Jim. Bro, not only that, don't let it be Josh Allen or Mahomes playing when Tony Romo commentating, because it's going to be a glaze session. Him and Collinsworth both do that bullshit. Like, bro, stop being so damn biased when it's Mahomes or Allen playing. Stop trying to predict every play. Stop talking just to talk. He just be saying shit just to prove that he can talk. We get it. You played quarterback. Commentate. And see, that's night and day, and I'm glad you said this. I think Brady been cooking. Brady has absolutely been cooking lately. His first year, you could tell it was his first year. You could tell he was, kind of getting the hang of things. Brady, I'm talking about. But now Brady is elite, and he brings something good to the game because, for one, Brady doesn't have to talk all the damn time like Romo feels he has to. But when he does talk, it's either very knowledgeable or it's very knowledgeable on his end, or it's very informative, or it's great talking points. Like in the game that what game did he just do last week? Chicago, right? When it was windy, and he talked about the different throwing styles of a football as a quarterback when you're playing in the wind, how you throw it up first. I thought that was brilliant. I thought that was amazing. That's how you prove that you were once an NFL quarterback, not by trying to predict every single play, every single time. Like, bro, can we commentate? I think Brady's amazing. That's why Fox is paying him all that money and flying him around in that jet. Brady is amazing as a commentator. And for this to be his, third year, third year, and for him to be this good, you can tell by in another however long, he's going to be up there with Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. Now, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, those are the best. Those are the best in the game right now. You know what I mean? Those are the absolute best. And I think Brady is going to get on that level, you know, in the next 10 or so years to come when it comes to commentating. But this motherfucker right here, Tony Romo, he needs to get the fuck out of Dodge. Let me tell you something. Jalen Hurts rookie year, when we played the Arizona Cardinals, Aqib Talib commentated that game. That was one of the worst commentatings I've ever seen and heard in my life. I'd rather have him than Tony Romo. I'd rather have Talib than Tony Romo commentating my games or watching a game with commentation. Romo was awful. He is terrible. Got all that plastic surgery for nothing. He's terrible. He's awful. I fuck with Aikman too. Yeah, Aikman's a beast. Aikman and Buck, they are both very efficient and they have great chemistry as commentators. Not only are they at the top of what they do, but they have great chemistry as well. Those two, those are like, that's how Madden and I'm blanking used to be. That's Joe Buck and Troy Aikman. I think Brady is going to be the next one in that department as far as the greats when it's all said and done. But yeah, bro, Romo is awful, bro. Romo is god awful as a commentator. I don't know why. Every time I see a game and I hear his voice, I just sigh and be like, God damn, here we go. Just let Jim talk. I don't even just let it be Jim by himself. I'd rather take that. All right, but anyway. Speaking of, now we about to get into some real shit, man. Speaking of sports, something that popped up on my timeline that has been popping up in the sports, and not only sports, but celebrity world since I can remember, since a kid, seeing and hearing of this, is the milking of athletes and celebrities by child support. Now, I'm not talking about athletes and celebrities being on child support. No, I'm talking about the evil milking of it, because that's what it is. It's fucking evil. So I saw two instances on Twitter. This is the first one. So this is with Tariq Hill. So we have two that we're gonna you know, bring up or whatever. This is the first part. If you can't read it, it says, "This is wild. A judge went off on Tyreek Hill's estranged wife, Keita, in court after she was caught using child support money to buy a Bentley and other things."
She belongs to the streets.
In the hearing, the judge noted that Tariq Hill had already voluntarily given Keita a total of $714,000 over time. This included $500,000 in legal fees, $100,000 for a car allowance, another $100,000 lump sum, and another $17.5K in child support. The judge claimed that with all this money Keita received, she shouldn't be asking for more, given that she had used the money to splurge on unnecessary things like a $196,000 Bentley.
She belongs to the streets.
She was only given $100,000 for the car allowance, so she spent an extra $96,000 on the luxury vehicle. She also spent $37,000 on her personal business venture, investing $60,000 in a savings account, and paid off her Tesla.
She belongs to the streets.
All the things the judge said were a red flag. First off, shout out to the judge, because the only reason why this type of shit flies is because it's legally allowed. And evil ass broads know. That's the only reason why this type of shit is allowed and gets attempted. Because evilness knows that the legal system is in its favor when it comes to shit like this. Now, I'm not talking about just regular child support. If y'all not together and you, okay, cool, I'll pay my contributions, child support. No, I'm talking about evil milking. $196,000 on a Bentley. So you spend $96,000 of the money for the child on a fucking Bentley? Ask Keita if she plans on giving the kid the Bentley. Ask her. What do you think she's going to say? She might say yeah, but absolutely not.
She belongs to the streets.
Okay, that's part one. Let's get to part two, shall we? Where we at? Okay, so this is just to finish off, that quote or the article. Albeit, this is quote by the judge, quote, albeit the money was provided to the wife by Tariq without conditions, the wife's use of the funds is indicative of her financial priorities, the judge said. Is that not nasty or what? Is that not nasty?
She belongs to the streets.
You mean to tell me? And he kicked out dough, and you're asking for more? $714,000 and you're asking for more? $100,000 for a car allowance and you doubled that for a Bentley? And then asking for more? Desi, what you doing? Is that not evil? Is that not evil? Is that not evil? Dirty business. Yeah, that's nasty work. That's nasty work. But we're not finished. We're not finished. Oh, we're just getting started. That's like a level 8. That's nothing to this next person. PJ Washington. Oh, man. So if you don't know, Brittany Renner, she has a child by PJ Washington. And this is a chick that used to come out and say and advocate for women to go to college campuses and find an athlete and have a baby by them because athletes are dumb. And that's why I said a lot of athletes and celebrities, but it do mostly be athletes that get milked. I'm not going to lie. And it's usually basketball players. I don't know what it is about basketball players. Maybe they're not the sharpest tool in the toolbox. But anyway, Mavericks PJ Washington reportedly says his baby mother, Brittany Renner, threatened to serve him during an NBA game if he didn't comply with custody demands while seeking to raise child support from $5,500 a month to $35,000 a month.
She belongs to the streets.
Just take that in. Listen, man, I'm gonna be honest. Listen, I'm an honest man. We're dealing with inflation and all types of shit. The economy isn't at its best right now. But if I got a free, not even talking about what I get for what I work or for what I earn, a free $5,500 per month. Free. Just for the kid. Hold on, I'm tripping. That's not even for me. That's not even for her. That's for the kid. I know there's people in here with kids. Can a kid, please answer in the comment section. Honestly, answer this. Can a child survive on $5,500 a month? Factor in whatever you have to factor in. Everyone with children, please comment and let me know. Daycare, dang, how much did Danielle say daycare is? I forgot, but all that. What do you say? Damn, that's why he not playing. I have him on fantasy. So yeah, so I did a little research. So basically it was going to be during the Lakers game, I believe. It was going to be during a televised game, a big televised game, and she planned on buying like a row of seats and had multiple people with the papers to serve him during the game. Is that not evil? Is that not evil? To try to serve a man during his profession to straight up embarrass and humiliate him? Just so you can go from 5,500. She ain't even try to double and try to go to 11K. She went straight for the gusto to $35,000. Are you fucking kidding me? A month? You need $35,000 for a child. Child support is not for the. You need $35,000 a month? $420,000 a year for a kid? Does a kid cost that much? Please enlighten me. Everyone with children, please enlighten me. Kels has a child. My whole family can survive on $5K a month. Bro. Yo. For a child, me and the kids, just for a child, $5,500 a month. She wants to go to $35K. And if you haven't, I mean, this isn't just writing on the walls we're talking about in text. I mean, it's videos of them doing a child exchange and her trying to humiliate him, and then her mom gets involved. I mean, the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So that wasn't surprising. Actually, that was very relieving to see that, okay, that's where it comes from. But listen, my whole point of bringing up this in a Tyreek Hill situation is this. Again, I'm not mad at child support. I'm not mad at none of that shit. But the milking, the evil milking, when these people request for their child to survive on $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 a month. What the fuck is a child doing to where it needs more than $20,000 a month? But again, what you want, Des? You're going to have to give me a minute. You got to go sit down somewhere. But again, this even comes down to, listen, a dog going to do what it's allowed to do. I'm so glad Desi is right here and she just bothered me. Can y'all see Desi? Hold on, let me see if y'all can. Y'all see her? Desi. I'm so glad she's right here. One thing I learned about Desi, she's my first dog that I got. I've had dogs growing up, but Desi's the first dog I bought, raised, and trained from scratch. And one thing I learned about Desi is a dog is going to do what it's allowed to do, especially in the presence of the person that it's allowed to do whatever it wants to do with. If Desi knows she can get away with something, if a dog owner knows that the dog owner be like, hey, you can get away with this, I don't give a fuck, then it's going to do it straight up. Desi knows she can eat twice a day. But if she knows that if she goes to a different owner that feeds her 4 times a day and give her 5 snacks, she's going to go for it. Why wouldn't she? So I'm not even like, yeah, I think it's some evil shit that goes in when you ask for $35,000 a month. But the fact that it's even allowed is insane. Is it just me that thinks that's insane? Again, I don't fault child support or none of that. Okay, cool. I'm so glad you commented, Danielle. Children can be expensive. You have to factor in the stage of life the child is in, daycare, medical bills, extracurricular activities, tuition, if the kid goes to private school, etc. Granted, great points. But a baby? And my thing is this, okay, those are all great points. Child support lasts, 18 years, right? So if you're asking for $420,000 per year, and you say college and everything, that's $7.5 million when the child is 18. Just for the child. Adding up and all that shit. It's not like this is a 6 month thing, a 2-year thing, a 5-year thing. This is 18 years we're talking about. So I don't know, do you think all of this factored in was still equal to 7.5 million after 18 years? I don't think I cost that much. I don't know. I know human beings cost M's. But for 18 years, that's crazy. And this is children that we're talking about. Well, let me ask you this, Danielle. I'm asking you the wrong questions. Do you think she's right or wrong asking for go from 5K to 35K? Let me ask that, Danielle. To go from 5K to 35K, do you think that's a stretch? Do you think that's reasonable? Do you think that she should meet in the middle somewhere? What do you think? Listen, human beings, when we're forced to make shit happen, we're forced to make shit happen. No, she's trying to live off the support. That's a different matter. And that's why I said I'm not mad at child support, because of what you said earlier. That's why I said I'm not mad at child support, because even like the conversations that we've had, when you've told me how much daycare costs, my cousin Courtney, when she tells me how much daycare costs, and she has multiple kids, like I'll be factoring that stuff like, oh, damn, that is a lot of money. Medical bills, like you said, yes, very much so. I'm not knocking child support. I'm not knocking none of that. My whole thing is the milking, especially of athletes and celebrities, with these child support numbers is egregious. But it's allowed. It's allowed. I think she's wrong because, again, she's trying to live off the support. What she's currently getting is more than enough if it's for the child. Exactly. But here's my thing. I'm like, do judges and court systems not be like, okay, if you need more than $5,500 for your child, then prove it. I don't know how that works, but do they ask like the women in these situations to prove it? Prove that you need, prove that this baby, because that's what they have, a baby. Well, not baby, but I think it's under like 5 years old. I think, I could be wrong. Prove to me that this child needs $35,000 a month. Do they say that? I don't know. I have to do more research on that, but I'm curious. Do they say that? Do they say, prove to me that it needs more than $35,000 a month is insane. But yeah, the women live off of it. Just like with Tyreek Hill's situation. She used the child's, well, it was a car allowance for $100K, but then she doubled that to get a Bentley. Like, have these court systems not seen enough for situations like this? And listen, I would say it's like 95% men that get milked, women get milked too. Halle Berry gets milked. She's getting milked. Like, do the court systems not be like, okay, maybe children don't need this much money to survive, and even if the person is claiming that they need more, let's make them prove. Like, I don't know how it works, but I think that's some wild shit. Honestly, this all goes back to, if you ask me, I would have another baby for $35K a month. You're funny as hell. If you ask me, I think that, you know, this is like allowed and pushed by the court system. I think all this shit stems back to divide and conquer. I think it stems back to the Willie Lynch letter, which, you know, just talked about dividing the black household all the way back to slavery days and the ways you do it. Yes, you do have to show financial records and bills for both parents. Well, I wonder how they be finessing that. Well, shit, anything could be finessed. It's a percentage of income. Okay, see, we're learning. I'm not just sitting up here rambling. We're learning. Okay, so the child support you're saying is based off a percentage of what? Both parents' income or the breadwinner's income? I'm assuming the breadwinner's income. I never showed my financial. So how does it work? It goes off of the breadwinner's income or the person with full custody's income? Like, how does that, whose income? Okay, so let's say the PJ Washington, the court system says, okay, based off a percentage of his income, you get $5,500. I don't know. He makes a lot of money. If it was based off his income, I'm pretty sure. Well, no, actually, because they got the child support thing finalized before his big contract. And that's why she's asking for more money, because he got that contract extension. It is nasty.
She belongs to the streets.
Nasty, nasty work. Nasty, nasty work. But I'm real curious, and I'm glad that Markel and Danielle, I'm glad y'all both are in here. Thank y'all for commenting on this. Because it's something I want to talk about. It's not something I just want to ramble about. It's something I actually want to talk about, receive information about, and vice versa. I never showed my financial. Yeah, man. It's crazy. Well, I want to get to, all right, let's see. We came up with a number I disagreed with. We came back and they never asked me to display documents, so the court agreed with the minimum. I ain't mad at it, brother. Yeah, man. Anytime that paperwork get in there, it could get ugly. It came back and they never asked me to display documents, so the court agreed with the minimum. Are you happy with the results? That's why I need to do the maybe marriage and kids thing. Like, I still don't know. That's why I'm not like set focused on that. I'm 31. I got another 3 to 4 in me before I go down that road. But once I do, I gotta really be sure, like, okay, this is how I want to do it. Like, I want to do it the right way. You know what I mean? Like, let's just say it like this. I would hate to get the wrong person pregnant. Like, that's one of my biggest fears in life. I'm not going to bullshit y'all. And by the grace of God, I've been avoiding that bullet. But if she know I'm making more money, she can request and change, and then they would definitely get a hold of them documents. So basically, that's what she's trying to do with PJ Washington. He got the contract extension, so she's like, yeah, okay. So that's why she's trying to take him to court, and he ain't trying to go through that shit. Hell yeah, I was happy with the income. I was giving her almost triple when we was cool. Hey, what they say is cheaper to keep her. It's cheaper to keep her, that boy. All right, listen. Great topic. I truly appreciate everybody for, giving feedback on that. I want to talk about this. I have a quick question, very quick question. I like listening to throwback music, and I was listening to, I forgot what the remix was. But I was listening to a remix, and I was like, dang, this was my shit. And I thought to myself, what happened to remixes? Like, do artists put out remixes of songs anymore? Remixes and music videos both went down the drain. Like, music videos, they're okay now, but they're not experiences like they used to be. Remixes, no one does remixes for songs anymore to collab with these great artists. I don't know if that's because they're all competing against one another. I don't know what it is, but I'm like, damn, what happened to remixes? But then it had me thinking of some of the greatest remixes that I could think of. One of my personal favorite remixes, I might get some slack for this, was Make It Rain remix with R. Kelly. Fat Joe, Lil Wayne, Make It Rain. The remix with R. Kelly, he was on some singing, rapping shit. He killed it. What's like some remixes that y'all remember that was just like, that's always going to stick with you? Lil Wayne, he had a run from like 06 to like 08, 09, 10 maybe even, where he was just on everyone's remix killing their shit. It's a bunch of remixes out there. So remixes are still a thing? If they are, they're not nearly as much as they used to be. There's no way. Meek Mill House Party remix was goated. Okay, was listening to that in the gym. Okay. All right. That was a good one. What are some remixes y'all remember? That was a good one. That the Meek Mill House Party remix, yeah. Let's see. Let me look at my Apple Music. Let's see what's in my library as far as remixes that I like. Remix. Okay. Back in the Day remix, okay. Can It All Be So Simple? See, like this is all like 90s and early 2000 remix. I'm seeing Diamonds remix, Don't Run by Casanova remix, Drip or Drown remix, Flavor in Your Ear remix, like Oh Let's Do It, Lil Wayne. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Lil Wayne had a run where he was just like killing remixes. And that was, well, Oh Let's Do It was a freestyle. That wasn't really a remix. Was he on a remix? I know he was he did the freestyle with no ceilings. Yeah, that was a freestyle. I'm talking about like straight remixes where the original artist is on it along with other artists. All these remixes I'm looking at, Hot Boys remix, hence Hater to Love It remix, House Party remix. I got that on there. Mac Miller on there. I Shot You remix, such a great song. I'm On One remix, Ignition remix. But anyway, here's the point I'm getting at. I'm like, damn, what happened to remixes? And it had me thinking about some remixes. Like I said, like I remember 2 remixes in general that I remember growing up, hip hop remixes that are some of the greatest hip hop songs of all time. And it had me, like I said, 2 in general. It had me thinking between these 2, which one is better? So tonight's question of the day: which was a better remix? The Touch It remix by Busta Rhymes or the They Know remix by Shawty Lo? Drop in the comment section who y'all think had the better remix. Now, while y'all answer, let me say this. For both of these songs, it was an era when these 2 songs dropped. It was an experience when these 2 songs dropped. I was in middle school when Touch It remix dropped. I may have been in 8th or 9th grade when They Know remix dropped. Like, they were experiences when these 2 songs dropped. The Touch It remix had, let's get everyone. The Touch It remix had Mary J. Blige, Rod Digger, Missy Elliott, Lloyd Banks, Pat Poose, and DMX. and everyone killed it. Everyone killed it. Oh, I like that, Alex. Annie Up and Simon Says. Those are good ones. Yeah, definitely Simon Says, because I think Redman was on that, or Method Man, or both. But anyway, that's the Touch It remix. The They Know remix. Shawty Low. Ludacris. Plies. Jeezy. And Lil Wayne. The lineup for both of these remixes were elite. I think these are two of the greatest remixes in hip hop history. But I was really stuck on which one is better. Because let's admit, I think one of the hardest introductions to a song is none other than this. Those horns. Everyone stands up when you hear, let's say about 10 songs. When you hear Taking Over for the 99s and 2000s, everyone gets up. And when you hear, you get up because you about to do that joint right there. Everyone gets up when you hear. So not only is it a song that energizes people, but it had an amazing artist on it and everyone killed it. That's They Know remix. Touch It remix. I was just listening earlier. I listened to both because I was like, okay, I really got to do my due diligence. I listened to both. The Touch It remix, like I said, Mary J. Blige, Rod Digger, Missy Elliott, Lloyd Banks, Pat Poose, and DMX, and Busta Rhymes, of course. Everyone killed it. He had Mary J. Blige spitting on it. Maybe you can guess who it is. Mary J. Blige, I'm about to handle my biz. What? Queen Mary, Auntie Mary getting down. Missy killed it. Rod Digger killed it. Papoose really killed it. 5 Boroughs of Death, you don't understand. I got New York City in the palm of my hands. What were the 5 joints? I got the Bronx. No. Dang, how I forget that quick? I rock ice in Manhattan so they the ring finger. You know I had to keep Brooklyn on the trigger finger. I forgot the 5. I forgot. If y'all could tell me the 5 joints he said on his hand. Staten Island on my pinky, Queen. Okay, there you go. Staten Island on my pinky, Queens on my thumb, Duke. Staten Island on my pinky, Queens on my thumb, Duke. The Bronx on my middle screamer, female. Damn. Staten Island on my pinky, Queens on my thumb. Staten Island on my pinky, Queens on my thumb, Duke. The Bronx on my middle finger, screaming, fuck you. Rock ice in Manhattan so they the ring finger. You know I had to keep Brooklyn on the trigger finger. Went crazy. Lloyd Banks went crazy. But X though, ooh. You know, anytime X go on, he gonna kill it. X killed it. X killed it. X killed it. Anything is shook, it's gonna be a takedown. Come through like, what I'm gonna take now? X killed it. X killed it on the Touch It remix. And not for nothing, Busta did too. You see me, you clear. You're like, you see me, you hear me. The streets they claiming God of the hood. You niggas just watching and wishing you could. You claiming to throw the way I got it like a motherfucker. What's good? You claiming to stop it because you could. Turn it up. What? Busta killed it too. So who do y'all have as the better remix? Touch It or They Know? My answer is this. This was very tough. They both had their own era. They both had their own experience. Both remixes were amazing and star-studded with the features. But if I had to pick one, I mean, bro, Jeezy came in and said, I'm in my Cool Whip inside Jello. Hop up out that pretty motherfucker like. But Wayne, bro, Wayne on They Know. Oh, man. I mean, it's very tough to top that. Luda wasn't no slouch neither. Plies even was decent. But Jeezy and Wayne on They Know remix, it was very tough. It was very tough because, again, Papoose and X on Touch It remix, they did their thing. But the fact that it was tough. But if I had to give it to a winner, I'd say They Know remix by Shawty Low. R.I.P. Shorty Low, man. R.I.P. Shorty Low. Where my dogs at, they know though. Where my dogs at. Well, listen, hold on. Let's see what's going on with this Natty game. Okay, second. Okay, bet. Halftime. Beautiful. Indiana's up 10-0. That's about how I thought it would go. Indiana's up 10-0. It's literally halftime. Perfect timing. I can get myself together. I actually got to do some cooking before I go to sleep. Everybody tuning in, I truly appreciate y'all. Y'all rocked with your boy. No matter the circumstances. It's MLK Jr. Day. Shout out to Martin Luther King Jr. Everything he stood for, everything that, you know what I'm saying, he rebelled against and withstood. He was resilient. Carson Beck, not him. Indiana's a good team, man. Indiana's a good team. I mean, I don't care who the QB is. Like, Indiana's a good team. You saw what they did to, Ty Simpson at Bama. Like, Indiana's a good team. They have a great defense. Carson Beck, I don't care who the QB is. The dude at Ole Miss, whoever you want to put there. Indiana's a great team. Kel, appreciate you for tuning in. My mouth is dry. I can't even speak right.
Close the doors.
Well, listen, man, we about to get up. Matter of fact, okay, we got we got a couple people in here. What's y'all take? Okay, we're gonna end on this. What's y'all take on? Hold on, let me grab the picture up first.
Close the doors.
Oh man, I love that joint, bro. Hold on, y'all. I wanna pull something up right quick. Talk about something right quick. We still got people in here. Cool. What's y'all take on it caught a lot of slack, you know what I'm saying, good and bad, but the Drewski church skit. I'll give my input on it. It seems to be something that a lot of people are talking about right now.
Close the doors.
When I saw that close the doors joint, I legit thought it was fake. Before I get to Drewski, when I saw
Close the doors.
him pretty much holding the congregation ransom to get his money, I thought that was insane. Then the video of the church in Detroit, when the woman had $1,200, he asked for $2,000, embarrassed her. It was like, this ain't what I asked for. Unfortunately, listen, one of the best ways to scheme is to create and monetize off of a cult-like following. That's one of the greatest, easiest ways to scheme, to monetize off of a cult-like following. It was actually in 48 Laws of Power. That's actually in 48 Laws of Power, to like have a cult-like following. Everything is a business or a scam. And I say that to say, you know, with the, just to be completely honest, you know, religion it produces cult-like followings. Literally, cults come from religions that people make up. Every religion. And I'm not saying the cult-like following is bad. You can have a good cult-like following. But the thing is, when you have a cult-like following, that following is very, 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 what's the word? Oblivious. Is that the right word? Very, damn, what's the word that I'm looking for? Very, I just had it. Very, anyway. The easy to, you know what I'm saying, kind of work over if you would. And a lot of pastors use religion for that. Well, I don't know if it's a lot. I can't say a lot. There are pastors out here that use religion for that, for monetary purposes, for monetary gain, because they know that the congregation, the churchgoers, and the, there we go, loyal. That's not the word I was looking for. The word I was looking for is gullible. I think, yeah, there we go. Naive, gullible, all that good stuff. But they're naive, they're gullible. I mean, not they're naive, loyal, all of that, which can make you more open to being gullible and naive. And they know this. So yes, there are pastors out here who do just this. I mean,
Close the doors.
Marvin Sapp, old dude in Detroit. And I'm going to be honest, he's entertaining, he speaks well, and he makes great memes, and he's good when he goes on people's platforms. Dr. Umar's like this as well. He's gotten how much money out of people to make a school and hasn't done it yet? When you have a cult-like following, that's the easiest way to finesse, to run a scam. Hands down, the easiest way. And there are pastors out here that do that. The greatest comedy comes from real life stories. Laugh at my pain. They point out real shit that's going on that a lot of people are uncomfortable to talk about. And when you make comedy out of it, that's what makes you great. Look what Drewski did with this skit. He set the whole world ablaze. Anytime he drops a skit, he has the whole world talking about it, because he's come to the point now where he doesn't drop skits as much, but when he drops them, it's real shit. It's real shit. He said Umar going to jail. I need to get an Umar sound clip, but it's real shit. So this is something that's really happening. Like, I think if any pastor gets, like, if I was a pastor and I'm doing things the right way and I saw this, I would die laughing, because I know it's some fuck shit going on in the game, but I ain't on it. And then he made light of it and actually was funny. The skit was hilarious. I would laugh. But any pastor who gets any feelings about this, I think that says a lot. Because he's not playing with God. He's playing with people who are playing with God. That's a bar. Drewski wasn't playing with God. He was playing with people who are playing with God. We see it.
Close the doors.
We see it. So I think it was an amazing skit. I think it was a great skit. I think it pointed a lot of BS in the game out. It brought a lot of awareness to some of these pastors out here who are just taking advantage to get their money up, not their funny up. All right? So it was a great skit. And it's real shit. It's going on. It's not like he just came up with this out of thin air because it's not happening. It's going on. But that's because a cult-like following is the best way to scam, because they're loyal, they're gullible, they're naive. If you're scamming, they're also loyal, naive, and gullible towards the good that they receive. That's why good pastors are good pastors, because they bring the word, they bring awareness, and they bring light from the Bible, from God, to this loyal, naive, gullible following. I don't think that necessarily has to mean a bad thing if you're naive and gullible, because it's for a good thing. It's for a good thing. It's for a good thing. So if you truly have positive outcomes and benefits of going to church and you have a good pastor, that's a blessing. That's a good thing. But if you have to pay $2,000 to get that,
Close the doors.
that's crazy. That's crazy if you ask me. Let me know what y'all think. Am I tripping? I mean, I know I'm not, but I still want to know what y'all think. Am I tripping? But and I think that's one of the reasons why I don't know. I can't say a decline of people that go to church, but over I think 10, 15, 20 years or so, there's been a decline of men going to church. I think that's one of the reasons, because there's so much scam going on. It's like, bro, like, if you have to have your spidey senses for picking a church, like, that's insane. One of the reasons. I said one of the reasons. Because you can't finesse a finesser. But again, let's do this to end this conversation. It's a lot of great good that comes out of churches, because at the end of the day, the main focus of churches is what? God, and whichever religion you are. If you're a Christian, then Jesus Christ. If you're a Jehovah's Witness, Jehovah. If you're Muslim, Allah. Like, whatever it is, the whole point is to spread awareness in light of that message of that person. So if it's doing the opposite of that, that's fucked up. That's fucked up.
Close the doors.
Well, listen, we about to get out of here, man. I truly appreciate everybody for tuning in, watching on YouTube. About to cook and watch this game. Get y'all ass in the gym, or not even in the gym. Get active. If you are in the gym, no, get your ass in the gym. It don't have to be a gym, but get active. Go for a walk, stretch, get out the house, do something. Get active. Get active. It's only the 19th day of the month. Ain't no reason why you should have stopped your resolution. Get active. All right? I'm out, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure that you subscribe on YouTube so that you can get alerted every time we go live. If you commented, I appreciate you. Even if you just tuned in and didn't comment, truly appreciate you. Make sure that y'all stay good, stay safe, stay sane, but most importantly, stay blessed. We out. Peace.